everybody, and this is EC here, and you're probably wondering why I did not post a video last week. I will explain that in a little bit. This is between a Modification Monday, Storytime Saturday kind of thing, and please note, I'm not a very good storyteller, at least I don't think, and I just want to tell you how my week was when I last posted about my infection in my conch piercing. Yeah, it was this one right here, and just wanted to update you about what's going on with that, even though it's been a couple of weeks. So the last video I filmed, I would have to say, I don't think, as you all saw, my ear was like crap, and I was fighting cold as well. Backstory on that is the cold got into my ear, and it usually does that when I have like a fresh piercing or something like that that's not 100% healed, and usually happens in having a cold and feeling like shit, and you have your 2 kids home, and you're trying to celebrate the holidays, so yeah. And what I remember saying is that I would have to go to the ER if it's not better by Monday, or go to the doctor's if it wasn't better by Monday. So what ended up happening was I celebrated the New Year's Eve with my family at home. It wasn't too bad, but I fought my hardest to stay awake, and I barely could eat anything. I had to force myself to eat quite a few times. So, and New Year's Day, I started to feel like crap again. You know, it got worse during the night. I can feel my ears throbbing so much, and no matter what I did, and no matter how many times I would have to drain it, I wouldn't say it's disgusting or something like that, but it was an inconvenience, so to speak. And I got so fatigued, I couldn't do anything. I could not do much of anything and just sit on the couch and like do barely anything, let alone try to focus on what the day was or something like that. So I told my husband, saying, well, I don't know if I should go to the ER or I should go to the doctor's on Monday. So he said, well, do whatever. So what ended up happening was that we were supposed to go see my mother-in-law that day. So that had to be postponed because I decided to go to the ER. So I went, and it was busy. Very typical for a New Year's Day, I suppose. And I had to wait for a bit. There was like a lot of people waiting or something like that. And signed in, told her what was going on, and got my bracelet, sat back down, waited a little bit, then the other nurse took me in, took my vitals, and all that fun stuff. So then I went to this place called Fast Track. What I get at my hospital, they have ER, like a ER kind of thing if it was like something serious, like a heart attack or something. And then there's like Fast Track for like the minor stuff, like simple infections and stuff. Like, you can get out of there quickly. I was brought to Fast Track, and I was right next to an office, like a doctor's office. So the doctor could easily go in and out of a door without going in and fearing we're risking contaminations and stuff, so I don't get sick even more. Sorry about that. And what ended up happening was I had to wait for like 45 minutes or something like that, and there's been I've heard complaints like, I've been waiting in fast track forever. It's like, okay. And granted, my room was like not super small, but small enough. And there's only like 3 posters, like 1 on each wall. And then there was no magazines to read. And all I did there was lay there and trying not to lay on this ear, because it hurt so bad. And I also remember being sick to my stomach too, so it's like, ugh. All I can do was lay down and stuff. So what ended up happening was the doctor came in and he asked what was wrong with me. I pointed out, because I also had like hard lymph nodes on the back of behind both my lobes, and this one was sticking out more, and it was so painful. I couldn't even put my stretched lobe to it without it hurting. So he went like this, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. And then I was silently thinking in my head, don't look at my ear, don't look at my ear. And he said, well, what's this thing on your ear? So, yeah, he found my ear problem. And I told him, well, that I had a piercing in it, and it rejected, and I took it out, and it started to do all this crazy stuff. It's like, he's saying, well, I think that's the reason why your lymph nodes is acting up, is because it's fighting whatever the heck is going on here. And it was infected, but he did not say it at that time. So, plus I had other symptoms that I was dealing with too. So he tested me for both strep, which was going around the hospital, so they had to test me. And then other symptoms I showed was for mono. And he wanted to test me on that, and I was like, you serious? I don't think I have freaking mono, because the only person I actually kiss is my husband, and I for sure know he doesn't have it. So he tested me anyway. It's like, okay, whatever. So he left, and then the nurse came in, gave me some anti-nausea medication, which is fine, and then the person who does the blood drawing came in and took my vitals. She had to do it on this hand first, didn't get anything, and then she had to do it on the other arm. Complimented this, and then I had owl leggings on at the time, so she complimented on that. So a little small talk here and there, and she left, and then I had to wait like 45 minutes or something like that. And what ended up happening was that he ended up giving me antibiotics for it. Everything turned out fine except upper respiratory infection, which is a cold, which I knew already, and an infection, which is right in here, like right in where my conch was. So I was given antibiotics. The antibiotics he ended up giving me was Bactrim, and Dad did shit to me. I mean, granted, it did a whole hell of a lot of good. Like 2 days later, the swelling went gone, the pus was not leaking anymore, and but I did a lot. I did more than just that. I felt like shit for like another week, because the Bactrim did, the side effects of that is nausea and vomiting, which I barely experience, but the nausea and the lack of appetite, oh my god, I lost like 3 pounds while I was on that, but I kind of gained that back, so it wasn't too bad. So I've been off the Bactrim for 2 weeks, because it's only a 7-day thing, and I'm doing a lot better now. The infection is gone. It's been gone. My cold's doing a lot better. I'm not nauseated. I'm back to almost myself. So yeah, it's just, I guess it's a lesson learned if you know that going your ear or any piercing that you have anywhere in your body is what you suspect is an infection, either go to the hospital or your piercer. And it's just a miracle only because the last time I went there for something like this, I was told to take my piercings out. I have a helix piercing, and that got swollen and stuff, but he told me not, he didn't say anything about that one, so he didn't tell me to take it out, which is good. I would have fought in tooth and nail for that, so, because you're not supposed to take a piercing out while it's infected. So, the conch is a different reason. So, yeah. That's my little tale of my trip to the ER and story time Saturday and modification Monday. All come up all into one, because it is talking about body modification, the dark side of it, and this is just my debut of storytelling to everybody. So another thing too is Modification Monday is going to be sporadically. It's not going to be every Monday, but every once in a while Monday, like either every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. Cause I'm running out of material to talk about. I could do a Q&A, but I don't know. If you want me to do a Q&A on body modification, leave some questions, and I'll leave you some A's. And I can do an update jewelry collection. I can do that if that's what you guys want. Any designs that I would like to be put on me, or anything like that. So, I'm hoping to kick off Storytime Saturday very soon. It's gonna be either this week or next week. So, pretty excited about this venture. Yeah. So this is EC signing out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah. Don't forget to, if you want to follow all my social medias, I'll leave it down into the description below, or, yeah, and subscribe if you haven't already for more content, and, yeah, this is UC signing out, and I hope you